Good afternoon to you all. My name is Kerry from Kerry's Card Creations. Welcome. So I have I took part in a challenge, and it was to make a hexagon pop-up box card. This is the one I made. Now I've not seen one made the way I made mine with the layers. Excuse me. I make pop-up box cards all the time, and not hexagon ones but ordinary ones, and I make mine with the layers inside. So when I did the hexagon pop-up box card for the challenge, I decided I wanted to design it in a similar style. So I am going to make a tutorial today of my version of this hexagon pop-up box card. I made this one with flowers, and today for the video I'm going to make one with butterflies. So I am using a paper pad that I got weekend from the range. This is this one, and I'm using this butterfly one here. This is so pretty. Paper is my thing, so that's what I'm using. So, and my butterfly, so I have stamped and cut and fussy cut 3 different size butterflies, and I've just got these all out of my stash from different sets, just so that I had a variety of butterflies to use. I've also got some acetate here, some strips of acetate, so that I can attach it, and I've got some red tape. When I find what I've done with it, it's here somewhere, so that I can attach that to my... Right, okay, so I have got, to make my hexagon piece, 2 pieces of white card. These measure, where did I put my instructions? Excuse me. These measure 7 centimeters by 16 centimeters, and you want to score both pieces on the long side at 5 centimeters, 10 centimeters, and 15 centimeters. Okay, and we're going to fold and burnish. Okay, and I'm just going to, this 1 centimeter section, I'm going to just miter the top and the bottom so that I can glue these pieces together and I don't have any bits showing. Okay, so I'm just going to glue them. So I'm going to add glue to the 1 centimeter tab. I'm just gonna, it's come over really dark. It looks like it's going to rain. And then I'm going to join these pieces . Fold that over, and they should meet. So that's the basic hexagon piece made. Okay, so to decorate this, you need 6 pieces of coloured card. These measure 4.5 centimeters by 6.5 centimeters. And you need 6 pieces of pattern paper. These measure 4 centimeters by 6 centimeters. Oh, it's double-sided. My daughter and I took my grandson strawberry picking yesterday. he had an absolute blast. It was actually closed yesterday because it had been so busy, and where the weather's been so bad, the strawberries are delayed. There was loads of strawberries there, but they wasn't ripe. But because we was there, they let us go in, even though it was closed. The people that own it are just lovely, and yeah, he had a whale of a time, and he did manage to get a big punnet of strawberries. He's 5.5, Henry is, and in my back garden we're growing tomatoes. He gets so excited, and at home he's got 2 little strawberry plants. So, and then we popped to the range afterwards, and I saw this paper pad. Well, paper is my thing, and I just had to have it because I didn't have this one. So my daughter laughs and says that I could supply the range with paper pads. So this is not my first time using it. I had orders to make this morning, and I did use excuse me, I did use some this morning. Okay, I'm just going to glue these to this piece. So when these hexagon cards first became ever so popular, I made one. I haven't made one since. That was a long time ago. But they're not difficult to make. Maybe a little bit time consuming. This one is a lot of scoring, but not difficult. Okay, so that's my pieces. Right, so that's my excuse me, hexagon bit. Right, now to make this inner mechanism, so this is my, it looks like spaghetti junction. This is my inner mechanism. So you need 4 pieces of card. Now the card I'm using is white because this is 300 GSM super smooth white cardstock. It is lovely. It doesn't crack when I fold and burnish it, but I think it holds the weight better because of how much weight is on this card. So this measures 7 centimeters by 20 centimeters, 4 pieces, and you want to score all 4 pieces at 2 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 6 centimeters, 11 centimeters, 13 centimeters, and 15 centimeters. Now we're going to fold, but I'm not going to use my bone folder to burnish. So I'm just going to, so we're going to make, they look like springs to me. They're like a springy. So we're going to make 4 of these springs like that. Okay, so I'm going to add glue. It is so difficult to not burnish. Who would have thought that that would just become such a natural thing, that when you folded something you burnished it? The first time I tried to make this card, I was like, oh my goodness, Kerry, you're burnishing it, you silly monkey. So, concertina fold the smaller ones. So it looks like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to add glue to the top of there. So the one I made with the flowers, sorry, I'm just going to continue making these. The one I made with the flowers, if I'd have been sensible and measured it, it would have fitted into a 6x6 envelope. But I got carried away with putting the flowers on, and this one now measures, it would go into a 6x6. It's 15 centimeters wide. That's how wide it is. But because I got carried away, it's 17.5 centimeters tall. So it's going to have to go into a bigger envelope. I might make an envelope for it actually. So let's see if I can remember to try and make I'm not making any guarantees. Right, so again, my last one now. Just making that. And then I'm going to add glue to the top of that one. Right, so there's my 4 springs. Now I've also got inside here, I've added these strut pieces. So there's my 4 springs and there's my 4 strut pieces. These strut pieces are what allow me to display my flowers with my acetate. So the strut pieces measure, I've got 2 pieces of white card that measure 7 centimeters by 7.5. And then I've got 1 piece. Now this measures 7 centimeters by 10.5. So basically it goes 1 spring, one of the smaller strut pieces with the 7 centimeters, 7.5 centimeters widthways. Then you have another strut, another spring, and then you put in the 10.5 centimeter wide one. In that goes. Then you have another spring, and then the other 7.5 centimeter one, and then your other spring goes in. So that is how it sits. So to glue, I glued mine as such. So I glued my 2 springs in either side, and they literally sit in those center so it literally glues to that panel. It should be exactly the same size. So one side and one the other. Okay, then I'm going to put glue onto my next spring piece, and then I'm going to stick one of my 7.5 centimeter pieces right in the center. I'm going to just turn it over so I can get it central. I mean, if you was really finicky, you could measure this, but as long as you're there or thereabouts. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same with the others one. So I've got my other spring and my other 7.5 centimeter piece, strut piece, and I'm just going to glue that on there like that. It's going to get a bit fiddly now, right? So now I'm going to glue the side of the strut piece, and I'm going to stick that in there to glue it to the other spring. Okay, so I'm just going to add glue where I can see the shadow of the spring onto the strut piece, and then I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to line the two springs up inside my card and stick that in place. So I've got a spring, a strut piece and a spring on one side now. I hope all this makes sense. And then I'm going to turn it over and do the same the other side. So I've got a spring and a strut piece. I'm going to add glue where I can see the spring on the other side. So I've just put the glue in that centerpiece, and then I'm going to stick that and line up the springs. So the strut pieces should be overlapping. They should be wider. The springs should all be in the same, they should all be meeting. Okay, this is the tricky bit, is getting in now. So I'm going to just put, this is my 10.5 piece, and this goes in the center, and basically it's almost as wide as what your hexagon would be, and it helps keep that hexagon shape. So what I'm going to do is just put glue in the center of both sides, and I'm going to slot that in like so and squeeze. So I've got the same distance there. So that's the basis of the card done. So it wasn't too bad. So like I say, I have got some various size butterflies that I have coloured and fussy cut, and it's just a case of decorating now. So I've coloured them in using the colours of my paper, and I've got some. So if I tell you what I've done is I've cut, and I did the same with this one. I've cut 9 pieces of acetate. I've done 3 pieces that measure, I mean, I just guess because you can't see it, but they're about 1 centimetre by 7.5 centimetres. So I've got 3 pieces that are 1 centimetre by 7.5. Then I've got 3 pieces that are 1 centimetre by 6.5. And then I've got 3 pieces that are 1 centimetre approximately by 4.5. Okay. And what I did was I started at the back first. So I just put a little piece of red tape. I need my little scissors now. So I put a little piece of red tape. I could have prepped these before, I suppose, but never mind. We'll do this together. So I put a little piece of red tape on the very bottom of my acetate. Okay, and then I started in the middle. So I put my first piece on that back strut on the inside. Right, so that's my back strut piece. In fact, it's not, it's on the spring. So it's on the back spring, and I've just stuck it to that back spring there. And I put these ones on after because I tried to do this yesterday, and then I realised that on some of them I had the red tape on the wrong way around. So then I've put a piece of red tape at the top of the acetate, and then I'm going to put one of my bigger butterflies and stick it on. I mean, now this is decorating, and it's just decorating how you want to, really. So I'm going to do my next strip of acetate, the long ones. I might do I might put 2 on at the same time this time. Let's be brave. So now I'm going to put these two this side up, so on the outers. This is what I put the struts in for, you see, so I could gain width. So I'm going to put these, stick that at an angle, and it's on the strut piece, not on the spring piece now. So I'm using that strut to give me the width I want to go across my hexagon. So I'm going to do the same the other side. Acetate is so difficult to see, but I hope you should be able to just see that they're stuck to that strut piece, and not that one is stuck to the spring. Okay, so hay fever. Why have I got it? I've got no hay fever tablets. That doesn't help. But I thought it wouldn't be so bad today because the weather's a bit. It has been raining. Right, so I've put some red tape at the top. And I'm going to put, what colour did I use? So I thought I would just, this is just titivating now. You have to decorate it how you want it, really. Okay, so then I'm going to go with my next 3, and I'm going to do exactly the same all the way down. If I edited videos, I would stop this now and do this bit and then come back at the end, but we all know editing is not my thing. Right. We're just going to have an extra long tutorial today while I titivate. So again, I'm going to put one in the middle. I'm going to do exactly the same. One in the middle stuck to the spring, and the 2 outside ones at a jaunty angle on the strut piece. And then I'm going to do the same with this. I'm going to put these smaller ones on now as well. me. Red tape is fantastic stuff, but the little bits that come off it drives me insane, and I tend to be stuck. It's stuck all over my hand. Right. Once I get these in place, then I can just right, so these smaller ones are going at the front. If I put these on, and then I'll show you, and then I'm using that last strut piece then. Right, so that's all my acetate pieces. So I've got the tallest ones, then the middle ones, and then the shorter ones. And I've finished doing my butterflies. I can put all these pieces on now as well. Like I said, it was only yesterday. I must have, when I'm making ordinary pop-up box cards, I have a system, because I make and sell lots of pop-up box cards. So I do it in like a system. So I do all the acetate pieces ready, and I put all the red tape on ready. But when I was doing this yesterday, I must have stuck someone different to when I'm making an ordinary pop-up box card, because then it was the wrong side of the acetate, and I was like, oh. So otherwise I'd have prepped all this so you didn't have to sit and watch me putting red tape on acetate strips. Let's just take all the red backing off. You can see me making some of these for Christmas. They're going to be so pretty. If you did a globe, that would look amazing. Right, let's finish up my one top tip. That's a bit too long. I have is just check, because you need to be able to close it. And when I did mine yesterday, some of my pieces in here were too long, and so it didn't close very well. So just make sure that it closes okay. That's green. Mind you, my butterflies are not as big as the flowers that I use, so that may be a better. Right, so I'm just going to cut down the two at the front, because they're just a little bit too long. How long's this video? Oh, it might not be the longest one I've ever done. I've just cut those two front ones down because they was just a little bit too long for what I wanted. I'm just going to what am I doing? We're going this way. Yeah, just be careful that what you stick on doesn't catch, because like I say, when I made it yesterday, when I squished it shut, the flowers were catching and it wasn't sitting properly. Right, so I've got some butterflies left over. So what I'm going to do is just stick some of these inside there. So I'm going to just... This is just all decorating purposes now. Another one. And this is exactly the same way as I make my pop-up box cards, mine ordinary square ones. I make them exactly the same way as this, with the extra pieces. So, am I pushing my luck putting that in there? Maybe that's a little bit too overzealous, Kerry. When you're doing this bit, it's getting your hand in there now to get to where you want to put your butterflies or whatever you're going to put on there. I mean, because I've used quite thick card, it's very thick when it shuts. Mine is very thick, I must admit. It is. I've moved it. It is. Oh. See, it's getting your hand in there to keep your pieces in place to get your glue. Right. It is thick. This piece in the middle is thick, but I like it. I do like it. It is. It was a bit of a revelation when I come up with this idea. Well, new to me idea. Because I'm not saying that there isn't one made like this. I'm just saying that I've not seen one made like this. So oh, I put my glue on the wrong side, silly girl. Take that off quick. Okay, so being as I've got some left, I'm going to put one at the front. And there we go. There is my, oh no, shush Kerry, he fell off. Just get your hands in there to get your glue to stick. Stay. Right, there we go. There's my finished, it's so pretty. They're so pretty. I can see me making a few of these now, because once you've done one, they're a little bit addictive. So I hope you've enjoyed my tutorial today. Any questions, just leave it in the comments. If you could give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, that would be lovely. I'm edging to 100 subscribers now. So I did have a YouTube channel previously, and I had, during COVID, I had loads of videos on there. Paper flowers, because I do origami as well, fancy fold cards and everything. And I lost my phone, and I lost all my passwords, and I lost my YouTube channel. So I've had to start all over again from scratch. And so that's why I don't have many videos. So yeah, so I'm starting all over again afresh. So yeah, sorry, I went a bit wayward then. So yeah, I'm edging to 71. When I get to 100, I'll do a giveaway. I might even give away one of my hexagonal pop-up box cards with it. Anyway, I hope everybody's safe and well till then, and I'll be back again soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.